This is Dr. Kwesi speaking. I'm a German-trained ophthalmologist and I'm into integrative and complementary medicine as an eye doctor. And my quest was always, how can I communicate with the clients, or when I give workshops to the students, how can I communicate all what I've experienced in a way that it can touch, move and inspire people. So that was the biggest challenge for me, because the experience I have that explains why the body gets sick, what emotion and what mindset is behind the disease, is wonderful when it comes to diagnosis. And I was always asking myself, what can I use as a universal tool for therapy? So that was my biggest challenge. I tried different things where I got interested in acupuncture and homeopathy, and I found that there must be something universal that must be so powerful and that is available for everybody, where it's free, cost effective and powerful. And then to a colleague I was introduced to the Landmark Forum. Landmark is a company that is operating worldwide and is dealing in personal development for individuals and also for companies in the business world. And when I did my first training called the Forum, then I said, yes, now I have got the tool I was looking for. And it was always with me, it is with everybody, because this tool is our language, is communication. Because everything that exists only because we can define it with language. And I come from the Western world, so I will just share with the religion that is in the Western world, and all religions have it. Because in the Christian Bible it said, at the beginning was the Word. And I know that in Hindu religion, the first word you also had was Om. What then the Egyptians and the Christians made to Amen. And that is the basis for healing, that you can heal with transforming through language. It sounds too simple. How can just language change? We have, when I say we as doctors, we were always surprised when people who had a very severe illness and they survived. Well, it was it's terminal, you've got maybe just 3 to 6 months to live, and these people survived. So some people did research to identify, what do all these people have in common who survived such severe disease. And the interesting thing is that they all had in common one specific mindset, that they were absolutely convinced that whatever they did will help them. And they were convinced means the idea they had about themselves, how they saw themselves, was that they can heal. And this idea they articulated with language. So they can create possibilities in order to transform, to heal. So language is the most powerful tool that we have. And language is not only the spoken word, it is also the idea that we have about ourselves, the thoughts. And these thoughts are translated into images. So our self-image depends on how we think and how we talk about ourselves. And the self-image is the main culprit of disease. So when we transform how we think and feel about ourselves and articulate it, communicate it to the world, then we can transform. And that is why, for me, communication, language, is the most powerful tool that we have. And it is free. And people who can't speak because they have a disease, they can express themselves through paintings, for example, or through dance. It's just all about communication. So how we communicate determines how we see ourselves, and how we see ourselves determines the well-being of our body. So I invite everybody, go and be mindful for your communication, transform your communication, and you can transform your health situation. Thank you very much.